Shelley Covington is suing banquet hall owner Hakeem Abdul-Ali for ruining her wedding ceremony with foul-smelling air conditioning and a lack of lights.
I said, do you have air in this room? He stated, oh, I'm working on all of these things. It will be in. I'm doing all of these renovations. You see how much I've done? I am going to have that taken care of. That's the only reason why we signed the contract, because he gave us a promise that he would have.
Okay, was it new? Were you new to this business? I mean, were you renovating this place? Had you just purchased it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it was unair conditioned?
We had the units, but they were being put in.
And when I arrived at the hall at 4 o'clock, I had guests coming out of the room telling me it smells, it stinks, and I saw the DJ sprinkling carpet freshener all over the floor.
This is in the middle of your wedding?
It hadn't even started yet. I just came in. You know, you had the bride comes in.
Oh, the bride came in. What kind of smell was it?
Like a funky, dead animal smell.
Yes. A dead animal smell?
You know, yeah, you get that old smell like a bird and died and something. And
yes.
I walked in the room and I said, what in the world happened here? And everybody looked at me, I don't know. And I couldn't find him. Because she, you know, the responsibility was on me. I couldn't find him.
Right, you're the wedding coordinator. You gotta make sure everything's
I'm like,
perfect.
what is going on here? It's hot in this room. It stinks so bad, and nothing was done.
Why was the room smelling?
I have no idea.
But you agree it was?
No, I'm not in agreement that it was.
I came into the room. The wedding was late starting. I came into the room at 5:15. It was so hot. I could barely just keep my little breath, you know, because it was so hot, and you was like, took your little breath away.
And I mean, so not only did the air conditioner smell, but it also didn't work?
It didn't work because it was hot. And I asked him, he said he turned the air on at 3:30, and then that's when all the funk blew all over the people and the cake and the food. We went through the ceremony. I noticed that the chandeliers weren't on. And the agreement was that the chandeliers would be on.
What happened to the chandeliers? Excuse me, Mr. Ali, you told me that you knew the chandeliers were critical to her wedding. Why weren't the chandeliers on?
The chandeliers was on. Just a matter of having two switches turned on. They was on. Why would I not turn the chandeliers on? Her coordinator was there to make sure that those chandeliers was on. That's the purpose of a coordinator.
Can I just find out what happened with the chandeliers? Did they ever go on?
I have the proof if you would like to see.
Okay. The room was dark, but you had the chandeliers on.
That's when the dark picture, the picture was taken. The photographer had to keep my pictures for almost a month because she had to go back and lighten up all of those pictures because they were so dark because of the chandelier.
Okay, so at some point the chandeliers are turned on.
Turned on, and 15 minutes later the whole place is black.
What happened to the lights?
Yana, a storm came through.
Maybe you didn't turn them on because you knew they may cause a power outage.
Oh, no. God caused that, Your Honor.
They did,
God caused that. That was a storm came. The whole power was out for miles and miles and miles in the whole city.
Miles
and
miles, you couldn't see.
She lives across the street. She had lights.
I told my men, bring the truck around.
Just like that.
Just like that. They come running with the truck, everybody get up running, my wife, kids, dog, everybody. We plugged up fans, opened the doors, plugged up fans. We plugged up their music.
All with one generator?
All with one generator.
Did you turn on the chandeliers?
I don't know if the generator, we was afraid that the chandeliers might have been a little too powerful for the generator.
Yeah, I bet you were.
But
we had one.
They kept their party going. And I had offered to her husband and herself that if they wanted to reschedule a party, I didn't have a problem with that. They should keep it going.
In the middle of that wedding,
like that.
If a power charge goes out that God causes, what can I do?
Did these people tell you how unhappy they were with their wedding?
No, they didn't. I walked to them at the end of the night, which was about 11 o'clock when they packed up and left. Was everything okay? They said yes. I said, I'm sorry about the lights. They said, it wasn't your fault, but thank you. You kept our party going.
They told you it wasn't your fault.
They told me it wasn't my fault.
And they thanked you.
And they thanked me.
This is really, the clincher for me. You're telling me that these people are here suing you because she had a smelly, hot wedding in the dark. And then afterwards, they thanked you for everything? You know what they say in Spanish when you hear something like that? A otro perro con ese hueso. It means take that bone to another dog, okay? Judgment for plaintiff in the amount of $550.